Hey, welcome. Today, we're going to dive into something super interesting, the incredible and honestly pretty surprising connection between the food you eat and how you actually feel. So let's get right into it.
You totally know that feeling, right? It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you're trying to get things done, and then bam, it feels like someone just yanked your power cord out of the wall. You get a little cranky, your brain feels kind of foggy. Yep, that's the classic afternoon slump. So what's the deal with that?
Well, let's play detective for a minute and figure out what's really behind these energy nosedives. A lot of us think we know the answer, but the real culprit, it might actually surprise you. That's right. The very thing we grab for that quick pick-me-up. You know, the candy bar, the soda, that sweet little treat. It feels like it's helping right then and there, but it's actually setting the stage for the exact crash we're trying to avoid. It's kind of ironic, huh?
Okay, so let's break this down. What we call a sugar rush happens because simple sugars, the stuff in candy and sodas, get into our system like lightning fast. They flood your body with energy, which sounds great, but it's a super temporary loan, and your body has to pay it back almost immediately with interest. And that payback? That's the crash.
To really get this, we gotta visualize it. And honestly, the best way to think about this whole up and down cycle is to picture an amusement park ride, but for your energy levels.
And that's exactly what it feels like. It's not some gentle, rolling wave. It is a sugar roller coaster. It promises this thrilling climb to the top, but what it doesn't advertise is that gut-wrenching, super fast drop on the other side.
So this ride has 3 distinct phases. First, you get that quick boost. That's the car rocketing up the track. Then you hit that high peak. You're on top of the world, feeling totally energized. But what goes up must come down. To handle all that sugar, your body releases this huge surge of insulin, which then causes your blood sugar to absolutely plummet. And that's the sudden crash that leaves you feeling even more wiped out than when you started.
So, the big question is, how do we get off this crazy ride? Well, it's not just about avoiding the bad stuff. It's about choosing a better source of fuel altogether. Let's start thinking about our food like different kinds of batteries. Okay, this is my favorite way to explain it. Picture 2 toy cars. For one car, you use a candy bar as fuel. It's like a super fast, turbocharged battery. The car zips off the line and then just dies a few feet later. For the other car, you use an apple. The fiber and natural sugars in it act like a regular, steady battery. That car moves at a nice, consistent speed, and it just keeps on going and going. And you know, this choice isn't just about whether you feel sleepy or awake. It's about your mind and your mood, too. The right fuel gives you that sustained focus, that mental clarity. The wrong fuel, that roller coaster, doesn't just make you tired. It can make you irritable, anxious, and totally unable to concentrate. All right, so let's tie all of this together. What does this really mean for us day in and day out? Well, it means the power is completely in our hands. It's about choice.
So here's what to remember. Number 1, food isn't just about filling your stomach, it's literally fuel for your brain and your mood. Number 2, that sugar rush is a trick, a temporary boost that always ends in a crash. 3, smart food choices are the real secret to all-day sustained energy. And finally, putting it all together, your eating habits are absolutely fundamental to how you feel physically and mentally.
The bottom line is this. What you decide to eat directly, and I mean directly, impacts your physical energy, your emotional state, and your ability to think clearly. It is just that powerful.
And that really just leaves us with one final, very important question. Now that you know how the whole system works, what kind of fuel are you going to choose for your body and your mind today?